Hey friends, I just wanted to share this little poem with y'all. I truly believe that the only thing in this state right now, and today is June 2nd, 2020, the only thing or person or entity of any kind that's going to save America is Jesus Christ. And he's the only one capable because we've certainly proven we cannot save ourselves. This poem I wrote is called What's Left from Right, and I would encourage you to read the book of Jonah and especially focus on chapter 4, verse 11, where Jonah says, this nation doesn't know its right hand from its left, because that is the state of our nation right now. The poem goes like this. Truth lies buried, stuffed back inside a tomb. So when the kingdom comes, will we have a room? For every season there is a reason to coat the truth and bake it, like a faithless bride who can't decide which way she'll try to fake it. An H-bomb looms while terror blooms and only doom prevails, because the way, the truth, the life, again, is crossed and nailed. In a masquerade, elephants parade, dressed up white as snow, but the truth will show. Their limelight shines not from our sun, but from a full moon's glow. Crisp as a sheet, pulled taut and neat, with corners tucked to square off, and fangs to bear, no prey they'll spare before their curse will wear off. A label they have made of God, he is their signature, a brand name they've adapted to suit the curvature of twisted lies to justify keeping from the poor, cuts in education and Senate deliberation to give the wealthy more. And by catering to the rich, oh what a nifty niche these gentlemen have created, while they mock and trample on the ones God said should not be hated. Some even scream it from a pulpit down in San Antone, but while guising hate and greed they should take heed to leave God's book alone. For what was said should make them dread 'bout leading lambs to roam, because the shepherd who's coming back will take the slack out of a noose and millstone. The breadcrumbs and the fish were doled out dish by dish to feed the hungry masses. Christ didn't take a pole to charge a toll from less deserving social classes. And sheep are also led astray by the bastard donkey's bray. Back in Jeremiah's age, it drove Yahweh to rage when babes were slain and sacrificed to any idol gods. But now our new facade is to give them up in idle vice. 3 months wasn't good enough, so the limit went to 4. Got it up to 5, and then we strive to push the issue more. Let's take it up to 9. Who cares if Yahweh minds? No, it won't deplore him if we tend his knitting for him. And the man agreed, mainly 'cause he'd need to be well remembered at the polls in mid-November. A podium has become a way to numb our senses to the truth. Our God of wood, it's grand and could grant power from the booths, not to mention all the money that's preferred to milk and honey, and the glittering bling of diamond rings will set us quite apart, till our God of stone, left so alone, becomes in fact our hearts. All this and more is legal, and what's even still more regal is paroling pedophiles while living in denial, in fear of those who'll stab us. We choose death, not life, and turn the knife, like in the case of old Barabbas. You know, I fear it would appear a third party has been running, and each election year its ugly head will rear, quite eloquent and cunning. The light's too bright, so it travels by night through muddied waters channel, in many dark campaigns, spinning webs in vain till it coils up on a panel. It's been a goat that's rocked our vote, as prophets thump the Bible, and that they should, since Jesus could again for truth be liable. The goad incites the left and right, as devil's advocates coil to strike for acquittal. A Pied Piper of sorts, it confuses, distorts, and we chase after the sound of its fiddle. So with our glass house so divided, all that's left undecided is where the shards will fall. While some might fear the end is near, there's still a chance to call upon the highest power, before the final hour has come to one and all. Though some have forsaken one whose bride will soon waken, and truth has been taken on a heist, I bow my head, forget the dread, and wait instead for Christ.